So good to see you all. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Thank you all for coming. My name is Yuk-Sem Won. I'm the NDP candidate for Thunder Bay Rainy River. We are taking Rainy River back this year. All the hard work and support that the community gave to the campaign in 2019 is paying off. And, right across, all the way to Rainy River, the support is there. Thanks to volunteers, thanks to supporters, thanks to the hard work of mentors and the groundwork of the giants like John Rafferty and Howard Hampton, Ian, Jim. To the NDP giants, the next generation is here. You can rest easy. We're taking it back. Without further ado, the day is here that I get to open the campaign office. It was a little bit of a squish and a really short writ, but it is my pleasure to have my friend, my mentor, the one and only fantastic leader of the NDP, Jagmeet Singh, and then I'm going to have my friends from the Sacred Fire come and open it up with us here, if you just give us one moment.
Hi, my name is Clarence Fisher, and I'm part of the organizational team of the Orange Abenuje movement, which was a movement that we started back at the end of May when we all heard the news of 215 unmarked graves that they had uncovered at Kamloops Indian Residential School. Throughout our journey, it's been a struggle, and it's our friend Yuk-Sem has been a big part of that, and I can attest that that her heart is in the right place. Her heart, she speaks with honesty, and she's very welcoming, and she's always been. We've met her through just being a neighbor at one of the sites that we were at, and when she came, it was very warm and welcoming. We could feel it in her heart. As Indigenous people, we're very perceptive of that type of thing. So today we want to present her. We want to honor her for her work that she's done for us. And my partner Esther will present her with the gift that we've prepared. The eagle feather is a very important thing to our people, and we share that. Our culture is not exclusive; it's very inclusive. And as part of the Indigenous community, I speak on behalf that we support what it is that Yuk-Sem and the NDP and Jagmeet Singh, represent. I'd like to say miigwech for everybody coming. I'd like to say miigwech for each of you. Our drummer, Frank Bear, will play an honor song, because that's what we're here today as a group, as our group is here to honor Yuk-Sem. So our friend here, I'll hold the mic for him. And we'll have two dancers. We have Wayno, Cheesequays, and Dean Maud. Come right in the middle here, my boy. Oops. Snuck the mic
Thank you, Miigwech. And for for opening your hearts to me since the end of June, to let me be part of the healing, the sharing, the mourning, the joy of the community, Mickey, welcoming me as a sister into your families. Miigwech, you've changed my life. You've changed my journey. And I think, it's a friendship that will serve us well in the future and will change my life. Miigwech. All right. So now, without further ado, my friend, my mentor, the leader of the NDP, Jagmeet Singh.
Thank you. Hey. Thank you. One more time, can you give it up for the incredible dance, the drumming? So beautiful, so wonderful. Give it up one more time. Yes. And can I ask you again to put your hands together for our incredible candidate, Yuk-Sem Won? Yes. Thunder Bay, Rainy River, how are you feeling? All right. Listen, thank you so much for being here. It's so exciting to see you all. And we're excited because we have a choice in this election. We've seen that for so long, Justin Trudeau continues to take people for granted. He continues to let the super rich on a free ride. Billionaires made record profits in this pandemic while people struggled, while small businesses struggled. And so we've got a message. In this election, people have a choice. 4 more years of Justin Trudeau, who continues to give the ultra-rich a free ride, or New Democrats who will make billionaires pay their fair share so we can invest in people's lives and make people's lives better. People are frustrated with Justin Trudeau's all for show, nice words, but no action. Indigenous people were hopeful. Everyone was hopeful that maybe he meant what he was saying. Maybe he meant when he promised clean drinking water. But I think one of the biggest failures is when a country that's a G7 nation in the 21st century, when Justin Trudeau promised clean drinking water in 6 years, and then 6 years later said, oh, sorry, I couldn't get it done. That is inexcusable. It is inexcusable. There is no excuse that a country as rich as ours can't make sure that every community in our country has clean drinking water. When we all learned the news of those 215 kids found in unmarked graves, our hearts broke. It was shocking. People were in horror because we all knew about residential institutions and how they were designed to kill Indigenous kids. But there was something about learning about those kids found in unmarked graves that really shook us to our core. And people came together to mourn. People came together to say this is wrong. And people also demanded action. And that's what we're going to do. Justin Trudeau promised to implement the TRC, the 94 calls to action, and he hasn't even done a fraction of them. New Democrats are committed to implementing every single one of those 94 calls to action as soon as possible. Friends, we can invest in our healthcare to make sure no one has to worry about the cost of medication by making sure people have medication coverage for all. Universal pharmacare for all is possible, and we're going to make it happen. I met some people here in Thunder Bay that told me, young people, they mentioned to me one of the biggest concerns was housing. I met a young man, he said, I have a good job, but I can't. I'm living with my parents, and of course I love my parents, but I want to spread my wings. I want to live on my own. But I can't imagine ever affording a place to call my own. And we want to change that. We want to make sure everyone in our country can afford a home that's in their budget. We want to invest in housing, build not-for-profit cooperatives, make sure everyone can find a home to call their own. And friends, I want to be really clear. Thanks to the folks honking. I want to be really clear. You know, well, every other party, they're going to make promises in this election. You're going to hear from the Liberals promising this or that. You're going to hear the Conservatives promising this or that. They have not made it clear how they're going to pay for it. And so they're going to do one of two things. We've seen them do this before. The Liberals are either going to cut the help that people need, and they've already started. We've seen them cut the CRB that people need. They've already started cutting and clawing back the GIS from seniors that are some of the most vulnerable. And the Conservatives, same thing. They're going to cut help to people, or they're going to put the pressure back on the people that have already struggled. We are the only party that has made it clear we are not going to cut help to people. We are not going to put the burden on workers. We are going to make billionaires and companies like Amazon start paying their fair share. So friends, are you ready to elect Yuk-Sem Won here in Thunder Bay Rainy River? Are you ready to elect more New Democrats who are going to fight for you? All right, friends, so let's get it done. Let's make that happen. Let's do it. All right, thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. Love you all.